Greetings, YouTube. This is Gabriel Gray, the Rosman here, Rosman80, found on the Launchbox forums. I've been getting constantly asked, how do I make my theme videos for Launchbox? Well, the whole trick to being able to make these is your software. What you're using. There are many different video editing tools out there. Some are free, some are not. Some are high end, some are lower end. You maybe HitFilm, Camtasia, Final Cut. Those are all semi-free to free softwares, and then you got Premiere Pro with After Effects, which gets to the level of our boy Panda out in France, Panda Mona. So here's how it's going to go. I'm going to give you a basic tutorial on how I make my little videos. I'm going to make one for Soul Calibur for Dreamcast because there isn't one up on Emo Movies right now, and there's none in the forums. So I'm going to make this right now, and you can just follow me along. So the whole idea of making a theme video is your layers. You're going to have a various types of layers going on. You have your background layer or your base layer, the size of the screen you want to be. Since so many of the Launchbox themes out there are in the 4:3 ratio, I try to keep my videos 4:3. And what I'll do is I'll grab a clip video, which I can get off of Emo Movies, which are always 4:3. And I'll put it in here when you first start, and it will set my width. Then I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a background. I pick this background down. You can use any background you want. Find a good solid wallpaper image so when you stretch it, it doesn't look like shit. So open that up. Keep it center. Nice and center there. So far, so good, right? Okay, so here we go. From here, we're going to go and add some of our assets and try to figure how things are going to go. Let's put in, I got Siegfried here because I think he's pretty much the hero of the Soul Calibur games. In many ways he is. Sure seems that way. So let's have him make it a nice heroic pose up close. Now this background looks a little, doesn't quite match, right? So let's make it a little bigger. Make it a little bigger. Center that off. So he's kind of like at there. Now he's kind of like in front of these gates, guarding the gates. Kind of cool, huh? All right. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a video. Now you want to get a clip video. Make sure the clip videos are 4:3 if you can, because a lot of these borders you can find online. You can make your own borders if you want to. Sometimes people just make them and they're perfectly scaled to what you need them to be. So I am going to throw this one in here. Now you'll notice it's the same size as the screen. We're going to make this smaller, but not too smaller. You want to be able to see the clip when you scroll through. So let's go about, let's see, got this layer here. I think that would look pretty good. All right, and then I'm going to put a border around it. Now I'm just going to do a basic one right now. We can get fancy later on because you can do some crazy cool stuff once you know what you're doing. All right, so now I've got my border, I got my video, and let's put on, well, we've got to know what game we're playing, right? So nice and centered. It centers along with my thing, and let's make this just a little bigger. Not too big, too big. Shit, too small. That's what she said. Not really. And here, center that off. Bring that. I want to have this slightly over the video, just slightly, but not too much. So I'm just using mouse pulls right now. You can use these things to set your access. So if I want to change it this way, I just put here and I just go low, left, or put it right. I want to have that nice and clean in the center. I want that in the center. It looks good. Okay, so here we go. Now, I don't want this all in front of the thing, so we're going to change layers here. Now, down here is your control board, how long everything's going to be. I'm going to extend each one of these pictures to be as long as my video. Clip videos, you can cut videos in here as well, but you want to have this set on to match everything out. This is going to be a very basic video, just going to pop up. There's not going to be anything fancy on this time, right here. But I will show you what I would do to get a little fancier. So now I want Siegfried to be in the forefront. So I'm going to bring him up here. He's going to be in front of all my videos. There, he's shined up through there a bit. He got the Soul Calibur in his hand. I think that's what that blade's called. And then we go here. I want the logo in front of him, though. I don't want him blocked. All right, now I have that all set. Let's bring that down a bit. Bring that here. Now, it's going to be very loud in the gate, so I'm going to do a little fade in, so it's not like bang in my face. So let's go to audio effects. I'm going to use fade in. I'm going to bring that here. I'm going to do a fade out. And I'm going to bring this down about here. Now, this is a very cheap software. I got this one. I downloaded this one about 2 years ago. I do have Premiere Pro. I'm just a cheap bastard. I don't feel like paying the monthly fee for it right now, and you can't get a cracked version of it. Good luck if you do, because you're going to get, I don't know how you do that. I'm not going to tell you how to do that if I did, so I don't want to get demonetized. So here we go. Soul Calibur. Let's do a quick little playthrough. I'm going to bring this up a little closer so you actually see the whole video as it's going to happen. Oh, we're going to do a transition first. We want to do a transition. We don't just want to go, it's right in my face. I like to use this fade from black. This is one that I do like using. And I do it on everything, so it's all completely comes in. It's all going to fade in at the same time. And that's the basics on how to make a theme video for your Launchbox selection through your selection wheel. If you like that way, you can do that. Now, after this, I show this quick demo. I'm going to show you how I would get a little fancier with this. I could do so many different things. I can add animations. I can do I can do fold-ins. I can do transitions. So many different things you can do. If you had like After Effects, if I gave this video to Panda, what I would probably get him to do is get him to put some animations on the sword, and maybe a little electricity around the border or something, some sort of cool effect that he can do that I can't do. He can actually make this whole stoic thing animated because he uses After Effects and Premiere Pro. Now, those, as I said, those programs are a lot more expensive. You're looking at about $30 a month to have those, unless you got a good cracked version or you are a video editor for a living, so you matters what you have it. For me, this is a hobby, so I don't feel the need to pay $30 a month or whatever the price is a month to pay for the thing. So, but here we go, transitions. This is one of my favorite little transitions I like to use every now and then. I use it very rarely, but it's a cute one. And the longer the transition is, the longer it goes. So we try to keep them all around the same length of transition time. The longer these are, the slower thing's gonna move. So if I want to do like a cool scroll and a cool fade in for like a title, it'll come in very, very slowly. So here we go. Watch this. Check that. And it's gonna roll up. Yep. Bye, Siegfried. Bye, guys. Oh, it's like there's so many different little things you can do. I personally like to use the fade outs, fade the blacks. It's probably the cleanest. It's probably the cleanest that we can get. And let's see here. We got set this down here and set this here as well. Okay, so let's go through it. Now I've covered how to get your assets. You need to find your assets first. You want to have a clear logo. They all have to be PNGs. Everything has to be a PNG. So, well, the backgrounds don't. They can be JPEG. But you want a PNG for a majority of everything else. Especially these guys. Because if not, they're going to have a big white background. It's not going to look good. And you're going to have to you're going to have to key it out using either GIMP or Photoshop. And then try to get it nice and clean. And sometimes that can be a pain in the ass too. Sometimes you end up getting with pixel bleeds, which has happened to me before. I've stumbled along the way. And I'm still stumbling. As I said, I don't have Premiere Pro or After Effects. Now in HitFilm, I believe you got some other really cool effects. You can add things. Like I can do that. There's also green screen effects. You can add other things in. So maybe in my next lesson, I'm going to do a Castlevania one. And this is going to be very, very fancy. Or better yet, I'm going to do one for the Ultimate Ghouls and Ghosts for PSP. I need to make one of that. and we're going to do a step-by-step on how I make that. All right, but thank you for joining me, and I hope what I did here was informative to get you started on the road on how to make your own theme videos for Launchbox. You guys have a good night. Bye.